welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, a lot of space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Makes the catch. It's Jordan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good...
There he goes! Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Out of the backfield, he's open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
To the air on second down. Unloads it left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, USC! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got a chance. He's got the first down, and So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Let's send the tight end in motion. Goes to the option. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on balance?
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Once he got some room, it was over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State.
Doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house. Ready to try the point after.
PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Strachan. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Jordan.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Spits it out to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm I can't give him these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy
looking for the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Singleton. Steps away. Finds some fresh air. It's a running room. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown, but he puts it on the ground. Everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, David, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He rifles one deep to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strachan.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Mayava. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Moving out of the pocket. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Tigers will have it first and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Power football with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
To the air on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Durham. At the 35, he's got room. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained. And they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Wide receiver comes in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown LSU!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. To the air, it's Sayed. Looking left. And wings it incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect it. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20, the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. That's caught. It's Hardy. Moving past the 25. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert and dialed into the run.
He's loose. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Manning. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the run, it's Hardy. Runs through a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it along the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Those are the types of plays that drive head coaches crazy because you practice these situations all the time. That's a bootleg fake. And part of the reason why they like to get quarterbacks out on the perimeter is because at that point outside the pocket, if nothing's open, all you have to do is throw the football across the line.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he made the grab with enough for the 1st down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down.
Man, he was just out of bounds on that 3rd down, and the quarterback, I thought, could have put a little less zip on it and kept him away from the sidelines a little bit more, and then maybe he could have got that foot down, but 4th down, decision time.
The kick is on its way. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying play action. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Looking for the score. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. Firing toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. QB draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Shapen. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
They're going to run it. Turning on the Jets. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff.
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Grabbed in the middle, it's Traore. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second?
Oh, out of space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the big fella.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Evans. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The lone back's got it. Ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Just steamrolling the defense. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the run. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to pound it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, a field goal here would be nice on 4th down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, then you've got to go for it here on 4th and short.
And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
To the air, it's Shapen. Now sliding to his left. Got room to work. It's a seam wide open. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the 1st down in a pretty close ball game.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, and it's 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll go to the ground. Lots of running room. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Using the quick game. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch? Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the ground, it's Hardy. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Timeout is called, the clock stopped with 26 seconds left. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league.
There he goes. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Makes the catch. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50.
They're throwing for it in a two-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. DBs will try to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They're going to get on that football, and what a job by the onside kick team to pull that one off and steal a possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Uncorks it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Throws to the back. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lost a throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's more. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. Motion from the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Lopez wants to fire. He's got him. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six. But
turning it on! They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. They're going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. Back's looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, he's looking to throw. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to run it. It's Gauze. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Lopez to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 8. They'll send the back in motion. Maybe a double pass. Pocket breaking down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming.
North Carolina 10, Auburn 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his man. It's gone. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gauze. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Now improvising. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Lopez to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, UNC!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
First down for the offense.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Caught in the backfield. It's Alston. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Still looking on the move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bring it, and the ball slipped out. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think
He's loose. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Auburn. They take the lead with the 6.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Lopez wants to fire. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, North Carolina. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torturing his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Fields. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn lines up quickly. Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Alston. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Alston. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense putting points on the board. one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. He's at slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hood. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It leads to second down.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lopez to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cobb. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. Oh, it's a fumble. I've seen a lot of football, and I've never seen anything like that, and I hope I never do again. What a weird play for the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Slithers into space.
Return is brought down at the 39. And your North Carolina Tar Heels will take
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He wants to change this route. Lopez wants to fire. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's shift. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Off to the races to the right. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Gauze. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Child. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bullard. Good call. Good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down for 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front. Makes the catch on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Mark. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Got the back over the middle. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. Finds his big tight end. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Childs. Here's a heat. They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
The Sneak scores it.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown tie. The extra point here would tie the game.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Childs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They want to get this defense on its heels. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Belling. All out of space. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll go to the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Oh, better look out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Plows through the defense. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Give to the running back. There he goes. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
To throw, it's Sayin. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Buckeyes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this offense.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. Back's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Dogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Finding open areas. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. Jumped on top of the pile. Georgia comes quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. He breaks a tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. It's got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell.
Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit